part 1 was due this weekend, right? So I will briefly go over what was expected for this as part of our discussion further, and then we will hopefully finalize iterators part, and I looked again over the exams. There is a question about STL, and it's 10 marks. Question 6 for the final exam. So in order to be able to answer that question, I strongly recommend you to pay attention to lecture notes, to example code, and to tutorial you had last week and the tutorial this week. It's a question of 10 marks, so it's 1/10 of your final exam mark. Right, we have 1 more minute. Assignment 2 part 2 is not out yet. It will be an easy assignment, but we'll have to look back a little bit at the move constructor from move assignment, because you will have to combine templates with dynamic memory allocation. But hopefully it will be out today or tomorrow morning latest. You have 2 weeks to solve it. It will be due not this weekend, next weekend, but probably you can solve it by the end of this week if you spend some time, because everything was covered. It does not use standard template libraries at all. It uses just templates and what we do about dynamic memory allocation. With this to create something like a clever array which can handle its own dynamic memory allocation. So this is the last compulsory assignment, and probably by next week I will put out the optional assignment, which will be your assignment through part 1 solved with Java. For that one you have to wait till we cover the 8 lectures about Java. We have 8 lectures on Java. That optional assignment is just for unfortunate cases when you got a low mark for your assignment, one of the 4 assignments which are compulsory, or you have missed the assignment altogether. It's only for the assignment part to make up for some. Yes.
But it should be a good training for Java's exams.
Once again, this assignment 2 part 1.
I was basically asking this Java test.
You will have 1 assignment with Java. It will be a good practicing for the exam. I didn't get your question. Once again.
Got that. You just answered my question.
Sorry?
You just answered my question. Like he said it will be a good training for the exam.
Yes.
That's what I asked.
It will be a good training, exactly. It is a question about Java in your final exam. And you will have some tutorials for Java. Practice with that. Right. So, first of all, assignment 2 part 1. It could have include all sorts of stuff, of things, but the way we thought about this assignment was to practice you, to make you practice with writing correct specifications for your methods in a hierarchy of classes. So the base class construct. The base class was employee. It was an abstract class, correct? And recommendation would have been to use default values, but implement the constructor not in line. It was a recommendation to have all methods not in line. As you can see, the employee constructor, another good style was not to use assignment, data members initialization, but to use initializer lists, which are good, or an example of good style, but in some cases they are required. So the thing the recommended organization was put your class listing and then class implementation. As you can see, it was good whenever you use strings and whenever possible to pass them either by constant reference or return them by constant reference for efficiency reason. Functions which are just accessors should be constant. One main advantage of using this is that they work with constant data members. If you have a variable which is constant, and that variable is of not an employee class because this is an abstract type, but if it's a temp class, for a variable, constant variable of temp class, only methods which are constant work on constant temp variable. So it's good always to think, is method design, is it in meaning, the semantic of the function is to change data member of the class. If it's not designed to change data members like this, get first name, it just returns this, then it should be constant. Otherwise, you leave it like this. These are mutators. They change data members and then they have to be designed non-constant. And then the class implementation was meant to be after the class declaration, and it's a very simple thing, kind of. Not. It's just set and get, return or set data. The print method, which somehow was of a little bit of trouble for some. I used that width to make the display in column, but you can use tab, doesn't matter. And this print in employee display data coming from the base class. Now, the derived class temp from employee, as you can see, again it has default values, and for the constructor, the way to design the constructor is by invoking the base class constructor. This was what was presented in the lecture. It was the way to deal with setting IRD, which is a private data member. Because we have in the class employee a set IRD, it was possible to eventually work with that public data, public method of the class. So there is set IRD, allows derived classes to work. But the best way is to use this approach with using the constructor with initializer list. So this is the derived class in which we overwrite, print, and get net monthly pay. It's good to put that there to let the code will work without that, but this will be kind of part of the good style approach. And then, except for this print method, as you can see, in the employee class, the way to access information from the base class is just invoking the base class print method.